worth it. Today we're gonna do a quick ride with Hayabusa. I did a ride earlier, and yeah, she has some issues. I don't know, first we'll find out though. So, is it a good idea to buy a Hayabusa as your first bike? Quick answer, nope. Hell no. Why would it be a good idea, bro? So essentially, I wanted to buy a bike, right? And my dad always had Hayabusas and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, I want a bike. So searching for bikes and all that shit. And yeah, I was gonna get a Gixxer 1000, even though so many people hate that bike and all that shit, but I don't care. But I'm like, bro, I always wanted a Hayabusa, like always, since I first saw one when my dad had one, bro. Since that moment, I always wanted one. And yeah, so I went searching for bikes and all that shit. Searched for a Gixxer, and I texted a guy that it wasn't a 1K, it was a 750. But bro, I was like, I've never like had a street bike. What the experience that I got is quads. I got a TRX 400. Then I drove for a little 125cc dirt bike, but that you didn't have to use the clutch. It did have gears, but you didn't have to use the clutch. And yeah, so I texted that guy with the 750, and I was about to buy it. I already had the trailer, all that shit. But for some reason, the next day he took the listing. I'm like, damn, I was about to buy the fucking bike and he took the listing out. But earlier, I texted a guy that had this bike. As you can see, all my Puerto Ricans know that it has some stuff on it that costs a lot of money. And I texted a guy, he was selling it for 5K. And all this shit, if you sell it in parts, you can get like 8K out of it. And I'm like, damn, that's not a good motherfucking deal. So the next day that I was supposed to get that 750, but after seeing that shit, I texted the other guy responded. And yeah, then I was on my fucking way to St. Pete's, a little further away from Tampa. Went to get this bitch. In the way, it was a fucking pain in the ass to get this bike. I was there the whole motherfucking day. That dude almost ghosted me. It was hella shit, but hey, got the bike. That's gonna be a story time for another video if you guys want it. If not, I'm gonna keep it to myself. But yeah, so my riding experience and how does it feel to drive a Hayabusa. So first thing I noticed is that throttle. When I went to sit on the bike, I almost motherfucking sent it to the wall. But because it was in neutral, I didn't touch the throttle a little bit. And I'm like, god damn, sensible as fuck. Because on another bike, I've also driven on other bikes. I drove a little cruiser, and but it was like 125, 150cc also. But with a cruiser, to get it going, you have to literally like go like this, and boom, boom, boom. But with this, you just go like this, go like this, and boom, you're already going. And that's revving high, burning that clutch like I like it. I'm playing. But yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Also, apart from that, well, what else could I say? Not gonna lie, the bike, oh my god, I fucking love it. Fucking Hayabusas are one of my favorite platforms. The only one that I will say that is on par with the Hayabusa in terms of my liking, the Gixxer 1K. The Gixxer 1K is the only bike that I will say that I really like it. Also, obviously, the R1s, the CBRs, all that shit. But I really enjoy my Hayabusa. Just starting it is amazing. So, okay, going again with my experience. So, weaving in traffic. Not gonna lie, once you're riding the bike, it doesn't feel bad. It feels actually pretty good. It feels really comfortable. So when you get it going, it feels like I wouldn't say that it feels light, because you can feel the weight, but it's not like, oh my god, I cannot turn. You can turn in closed spaces. You just need to know how to do it, essentially. Yeah. So the hardest part is when you're at a stop. First gen Hayabusas sometimes, and usually they have a problem when they act like a fucking H2 and they want to overheat. So it doesn't do it that much, but if you're a light and it's really hot outside and nobody's moving, you can see the temperature rising just a tiny bit, and then just a tiny bit, and a tiny bit. But it will get to a point where you're like, I need to turn it off. If not, it will fucking overheat. And what else could I say? I don't have a script for this. I'm just telling my opinion, being honest about it. So the bike, how it looks, I fucking love it. How it rides, very good. When I'm driving in traffic, it is awesome. I bought the gym mount, still haven't received it. That's why I'm recording over here, not recording on the street. Also, I need to get a quad lock, bro. I was driving and I'm like, I have the shocks, earbuds that you put in the freaking bone. So I put that shit, I put my helmet, and I can hear music just fine. But I don't know why, when I went to fucking do a ride and I'm trying to hear the directions, because I don't have a phone mount, so I'm essentially trusting my fucking earbuds. My earbuds, for one reason, decided to not tell me the fucking directions, or maybe because the bike is so motherfucking loud I couldn't hear it. And I got lost, bro. I got lost. I didn't know where the fuck I'm going. So I just kept driving, like fuck it. I wasn't going somewhere specific, I just wanted to ride, so I just kept riding and enjoying my time. And yes, looks like it's about to rain, but fuck it. I'm in the middle of the fucking park, and this is one of my favorite spots. Feels chill, like there's cameras watching you, but I don't give a fuck. There's nobody but here, so I got all this shit to myself. But so, what was I saying? So Hayabusa experience. Apart from having a Hayabusa as my first bike, because I have ridden some bikes, but as my first, like my bike, then it's been fun. Because at first it didn't have brakes, so I have some experience with working on bikes and all that shit, but I have never like bought one because I was broke as fuck. Let's call it like that. My family also didn't have the resources like some other families do, and I couldn't get a bike before that, so I had to buy it myself. So I work, boom, bought my first bike, boom, Hayabusa fucking. So yeah, like I was saying, I was gonna get a 750, didn't happen, so got the Hayabusa. Didn't drive it because I didn't have license and all that shit, so I got my license, bought the helmet. Basically, I got the bike, I rode it close to my neighborhood, then I got the helmet, Then I got my license. Ah, fuck! It's starting to rain. What was I saying? I don't fucking remember. I was in the fucking park and it started raining. So freaking boom, pull the helmet without tying it. Put the fucking gloves. Go straight home. And in the middle of the road, there was a cop. There was a sheriff. So, you know, they acted normal like I wasn't doing nothing. Because I wasn't doing nothing. Hayabusa. First bike. No. Don't do that shit. Why? Cause if you don't have like experience driving like manual vehicles, also like smaller bikes, quads, getting used to that shit, and also driving on the road with them, you need to also have like some confidence of yourself to be like, fuck it. But oh fuck this shit. If I did it, why couldn't you do it? So let me explain that real quick. Because one of them being that there's some people that don't know the limits of something. And let's say my bike, I'm turning. So there's a point where I can feel like, damn, if I keep pushing this bitch, I'm gonna go straight to the floor. Also with that gasoline, sometimes let's say you got an open road and you wanna send it, that's where most shit happens. So I know my limits, and each time I'm trying to improve myself. Obviously I'm not perfect. I send it. Then when I'm going a certain speed where I feel like I cannot turn easy and all that shit, cause the bike just wanna go straight. But let's say I gotta turn like slightly a little bit, and I'm turning, but I feel like the bike doesn't wanna turn. Bro, with that 240 tire, the 240 tire kit, it looks amazing. The bike doesn't wheelie. Some people will say that it's bad, and yeah. So it hooks. But when you're at a turn and you wanna, you feel me, like MotoGP type shit, that shit doesn't wanna fucking turn. So you gotta go ahead and put more weight on the bike so the bike will actually turn. And the faster you're going, the straighter it will want to go. The editing is gonna get better, the quality of the video is gonna get better. And yeah, I'm gonna start bringing writing videos and all that shit when the chipmunk comes. Yeah. Peace.